All right. Well, thanks for tuning in with me today. I have a really super easy way for us to make this trendy fault line card. We did it at a recent class. I have a created class both online and in person, and we were using the painterly pairs to do this. And so I wanted to share with everybody how easy it is um, to make this technique. I've looked at a couple of different videos with learning how to do it prior to holding class, and I realized that well, I just found an easier way to do it. So I hope this works for you. All right, if you're on here and you can hear me, I hope you can on it, and we'll go forward with it. So please, if you're watching, please let me know that you can hear it. I've had technical difficulties all day today, and I'm hoping that this is okay. If not, I'll reshoot it and delete this one and post another one. But if you're live and you're here, let's get started making this cute card. So here's the measurements that we're going to have today. So if you want, whether you're watching now or you're watching the replay, you'll be able to, take a screenshot to do the general measurements on here. All right, let's go ahead and we'll get going. Okay. So what I like to do is I've got this so that it's going to be standing up, opening up like this versus like this. Okay, so it's going to have that look. So it's going to be more vertical than horizontal. So I'm starting out with a piece of our cardstock. This is Misty Moonlight, and it's 11 by 4 1/4. And ahead of time, I've scored it at 11 or at 5 1/2. And we're going to take our designer I'm using my liquid glue. So we're going to cover the whole card front. And I'll kind of share with you why as we get going. All right, next what we're going to do is we're going to take our designer paper, or pattern paper, however you like to call it, but our designer paper, that's 4 1/4 by 4 1/4 square, and then an accenting cardstock. And in this case, I'm using the gold foil cardstock. And we'll be able to, and you can use any other cardstock. So I'm just going to bring in the previous sample. So you can use cardstock here. It doesn't have to be the glitter or anything, but I'm using the Kensuke inspiration paper for a birthday card. And so I really want to accent that gold. So it's the same size, 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. So if your paper has orientation, you want to put it in such. This one really doesn't, but I'm going to see, I think this has a lot of up and down this way. So this is how I'm going to do it. So what you'll want to do is come over on the right-hand side about 1 inch down. There's no right or wrong measurement on it. It's just whatever that you like. And we're going to tear both of them at the same time. Now don't glue them or anything together. Just kind of put them up together, and we're going to tear them at the same time. And we're kind of going to make our fault line tear from about 1 inch up to about 1 inch down, going from right to left. And there's no right or wrong on how you do it. It doesn't have to be exactly 1 inch. It's just however they go. And we've just made our fault line just by tearing. I like to start at the bottom. And what we're going to do is and this is true on both the top and bottom. We're going to add glue to the cardstock layer, not the pattern paper layer, but the cardstock layer. And I'm going to add your adhesive along the edges. And then we're going to leave some space on our tear line. We don't want to go right up close to it, but you can put adhesive all on the other part. Now we're going to take our designer paper and match it up from the edges, leaving that fault line exposure. Okay, so that's how that looks. So again, we're working on the bottom section here. On the bottom section, we're going to add adhesive all on the bottom part here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. And that includes this little strip of designer paper that is exposed. Okay, this is the bottom. And we're going to line it up right with the bottom of our card base. Now, sometimes when we're trimming and cutting everything, so like even though all of this should be 4 1/4 width-wise, sometimes there is a little overhang, but you can always come back after the card's finished and get that cleaned up if you'd like. All right, so we've just put the bottom on. Super easy, right? Now we're going to do the same thing to the top. Again, we're working on the front side of the cardstock. In this case, it's a gold foil cardstock. And just like the bottom, I'm going to put adhesive on the top part of it, leaving no adhesive along the fault line here. And go ahead and line up the designer paper. Again, I'm using Kintsugi Inspiration. And that's what that looks like on the top. Now on the top, what we are going to do is we're going to trim off any of the excess designer paper that's shown on the back side. So we're just going to do that with our paper scissors. Got my snips out and just literally trim that off. Now we're going to put adhesive all on the back side here. I'm really hoping that my volume's working. You're not getting feedback. I'm not getting any feedback. My comments are not showing up. I can't see if anybody's watching. I'm just having all sorts of technical difficulties today. Live is live, right, friends? And that's it. That's all there is to making a fault line card. I found this to be the easiest way to get your base done. I've seen other instructions where maybe on the card base, they just put designer paper or your pattern paper just on part of it because of course you're covering it. But what I found, if you do that, you never know where you're tearing. And so by just covering the whole card base, it's, it's almost foolproof on how that it goes. And then it's just a matter of decorating. I'm going to show you how I've been decorating the inside of the cards. I've been trying to make the insides just as pretty as the outside. So for the inside layer here, I'm going to do a matting layer of basic white. It's 5 1/4 by 4. And I'm taking a strip of that Kintsugi designer paper. It's 1 inch by 4, so the same width as the inside. And I'm going to put this strip down on the bottom. For those of you that are getting my Painted Le Pair class, the fault line class, this is exactly how you'll be making your cards. You've got the PDF with the pictures and the step-by-step, but then this is a video version that you can do as well. I have all sorts of pretty ribbon that I've been trying to use up here lately. And not use up, but just enjoy and make sure, like when we're getting our suites of products and we have those matching ribbons, this is a great way of using those up. Again, I'm making my insides of my cards just as pretty as the outside. Putting a strip of tear and tape down. Get those kind of lined up here. And let's see, I don't have my tape your pick tool. Let's see if I can get this moved up. Oh my gosh, friends, I need to get a manicure done so badly. My nails are so long. I need to get it trimmed big time. And I'm putting my ribbon right over that tear and tape, smoothing it down. My mom is turning 87 tomorrow. And so this card, or one of these cards, are both going to have happy birthday on them. One of these are going to be her special birthday card. And I'm not going to stamp anything on the inside because I might want to do a lot of writing at this time. And my friend Marilyn, she does that a lot. She doesn't really stamp on the inside because she says, I just write a lot. So Marilyn, I hope you don't mind me sharing that. But it's still going to be a really pretty look. Look how beautiful that is. Let me know if you like how the inside of that looks. I'll also share classes, the painterly pear ones as well. All right, let's do a little stamping of happy birthday. I'm using the, oh my gosh, the textured rectangle, that's textured note dies. Yes, there we go on that. And I've always loved this Unbound Love stamp set and the happy birthday image. And you can see that it's so well loved. It's so stained. I've used it with so many of the dark colors. That's not going to, and I kind of purposely wanted to show you that just because your photopolymer stamps get stained, they're perfectly good. Perfectly good. Oh, I've seen some comments come through. Hi, Bobby. She's watching from Virginia. Thanks for saying hi. Oh, good. I've got some comments. Hi, everybody. I can see you coming through now. All right. So I'm using, oh my gosh. I'm using Misty Moonlight with the happy birthday. And that's just stamped on white cardstock. And I'm going to layer that on top of a layering piece from that textured notes dies with our gold foil. So a happy birthday. Now, sometimes with the gold foil, you know, it's kind of slick until it dries. And so you'll just want to make sure that that sets there a little bit. And then let's pop up this. And you can put your sentiments, you can put other image elements on here. I just thought with all of the gold foil that's exposed and the paper that this had, like a lot already kind of going on, and I didn't want to cover up any of that stuff. So I'm going to put this one here down on the bottom, towards the bottom this time, just so that you can see you can go anywhere on your fault line that you'd like. So on this one, here's a little compare and contrast, you know, so it doesn't always have to be in one spot. And I have some of these little gold butterflies, and I've got some more of these coming in. These are the flower accents. These were so pretty. They're nice and flat. I love those. But with the flowers, this happy birthdays will probably go to a female. And so I just have these, you know, find your little gold accents that you have in your stash. These are the gold flat butterflies. And I got about 2 of these flower accents left. Let's just get this pack used up. Oh, I'll put those on the inside. Let's see. So I think just 1 butterfly is good. On the inside of this, you can see that I've really jazzed up the inside with some butterflies. Let's see. Let's do, maybe let's kind of show this one down at the bottom. And let's put 2 of our flower accents here. Again, just as pretty on the inside as the outside. And friends, that's it. That's how you can easily make these fault line cards. This, again, is one of the cards that we made at this month's creative class. Again, exploring the fault line technique. We did it on all 4 cards. I believe I have 3 more kits that I could send out. If you're on my newsletter, you'll be getting information that if you missed out on signing up the first time, I've got 3 kits up for grabs that you could get yet. But then, see, that's the pretty mossy meadow and gold ribbon that's on there, but how just to jazz it up. You can see here you can decorate on the inside of the fault line that you have as well. But that's it. A quick class. Sorry for the little hiccup on the start of it. I'm going to see if I can't get some editing done on the video replay here on YouTube, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Let me get the other camera up here. Well, thanks you guys for joining, and thanks for those that are joining live that hung through some of the technical difficulties. And I hope you enjoy making this. If you want to, you can come over onto my Facebook page. I have a little drawing that I'm starting every week that you use things in your own Stamp and Stash. And if you want to share your creations on my Create with D Facebook page and go under the event tab, post your picture in the discussions, and each week I'll be entering, or you can be entered to win a drawing. All right, everybody, happy crafting. Bye-bye.